Good afternoon, Cindy. It appears that I have reached your balcony.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
That's right, we're evolved. We are some very fancy ungulates over here. You're in trouble now, little lady. We cops don't like closed doors or unreachable perches. People having high ground on us. That's right, we're evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
She crosses her arms.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Is it normally red like that? I don't have a lot of experience with heavy fuel oil.
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil
okay.
is only used in government vehicles, or at least that's the idea.
I see. So she has stolen some fuel. Is that government fuel oil?
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
Some clever cultural commentary. Or, fumes are bad for you, okay?
Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage.
Man, I'm still at 8% on that one. Alright, we'll wait. Catch you later, Cindy. I did everything up here, right? Alright, I couldn't go in there. I believe that's locked. Harry. What are you doing, Harry? He sometimes just wanders. Did we go in this door? Oh, we did not. I don't think so. This is like a boiler room? Someone's been sleeping here recently. I mean, maybe Cindy. Cindy? 100 tiny feet scurrying beneath the grate, the rats of the city. Enough coal to last for several winters, smells of chemicals. Some pants in here. Are those cut-offs? Poor what was that? Laborer jeans, I think? Okay, let's take a look at these pants. +1 electrochemistry from Godass, and -1 reaction speed because of hindsighted. Although these jeans look worn, the wearer must have had an ass given to them by the mighty Lord himself. That beautiful peach-shaped man-ass has imprinted itself so deep in the fabric you can't but wonder if wearing them would start molding your own vague rear side into a more shapely form as well. What are my current pants? I've been wearing those same... the bell-bottoms, right? The flare-cut trousers. Drops my savoir-faire, but gives me electrochemistry. These also give me electrochemistry, but drop my reaction speed. Oh, it is. So, those would drop my reaction speed, rather than my savoir-faire. I haven't been doing a lot of savoir-faire checks, I think, but it would be nice to have a real hot ass. Let's take off the jacket and see how it looks. Harry! Oh man, Harry, it's doing it for you. Look at this outfit. This is awful. Put it back on. I do like the jeans. Not that you can even see the bell bottoms of these things, but savoir-faire. That just gives us 4 and 4. Yeah, I guess it's not that bad. Alright, you know what? We're gonna go with the jeans.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something, soft yet crinkly.
Paper, maybe?
Hey,
Take the item out.
It's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar.
Oh no. Familiar things always cause issues
Not
for us.
familiar in a good way, you might say.
I know.
There's
I get it.
pain in there somewhere.
I understand.
By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in Sur-le-Clay into the apricot-flavored chewing gum loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it is familiar, and not only to your fingers.
Thank you, Encyclopedia, for the trivia about the raw materials. Love Encyclopedia. My favorite of all of these inner voices. A gleaming chewing gum wrapper found in the pocket of the laborer jeans. It gives off an ever so faint scent of apricots. Your mouth starts watering.
There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet, or some ancient temple.
Apricot cinnamon. That does sound pretty good. Surface of another planet or some ancient temple. Ancient temple?
Yes, from the height of antiquity. A long, long time ago. Millennia ago. On an island of time you can never return to.
End of summer.
The sun sets into the sea, but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold. For a moment, the world's store of precious metals seems to increase dramatically, and you are rich. There is a movement next to you, the shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing there.
Is this trying to say that his life was going great, and this is his wife next to him, and now she's gone, and so that... Okay. Where did it go?
Why are you talking to a gum wrapper?
Take a deep breath.
Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take. Whatever petrochemical byproducts they used to create this artificial flavor have bonded tightly to the wrapper, or is that just your memory filling the gaps? Until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes, made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take a dive.
Toffee, cream, and distance. Man, he's got it bad. All right, put the wrapper away. What did we just get? What was the thought? Oh, it's not going to come up, is it? I have to actually look in the thought cabinet. Apricot scented chewing gum. Or apricot chewing gum scented 1. -1 reaction speed for living in the past. You found a trace of entity who's been stalking you across the plains. The Gloom Stalker, the conglomeration, the shadowy organization behind your downfall, possibly connected to the dreaded X something. Granted, it is impossible to determine its true identity, but you can remember where you first smelled its treachery. Yes, use the Tutti Frutti gum wrapper. Reconstruct the day you first breathed in her untrustworthy atoms. And Harry living in the past, but maybe this will help him get over it if we, give it a thought. How long until Wasteland? 16 hours. Gives us a -1 on reaction speed. Hopefully, it'll give us something nice in return. We do have 1 skill point. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. I want to help him work through all this nonsense he's got inside him. All right, apricot scented chewing gum. Figure it out, Harry. -1 reaction speed. Brings us down to 3. Great. I could change out of the pants I just got. I mean, at least for now, just to keep that. Oh, it takes that down to 3. I, for some reason, thought it was going to be 4 and 4. You know what? I like the pants. Alright, back to those. Is there another... Did I get both of these? Guess I must have. Let's see, we had, what, apartment 10, I think, with the lady who's not meant to be there. Oh, and I didn't even look at some of these other rooms. Can't go in there either. What is that? 16 days of coldest April. Oh, in coldest April. Or, no, it is of. On the cover, it looks like it's in, but then the title is of. The cover features a row of concrete buildings with a monochrome rainbow in the sky. It tells a rather excruciating story about two lovers during a period of ethnic unrest in Yugograd. The book has been filed under psychological realism. Filed into that? Was there a filing system up on that little shelf?
In your hands, you hold 16 Days of Coldest April by Yekaterina Dar. The cover image shows a row of concrete apartments above which span a black and white rainbow.
Feels
Indeed,
heavy.
the book is unusually heavy in your hands, as though the cover were lined with lead.
Long is this book,
You
anyway?
flip through the book. The pages are thinner than you realized, and the type quite small and tightly set. It's nearly 600 pages long.
God, that is a long 16 days.
Real art is dense and difficult. If it didn't feel like you had to wrestle a suicidal bear to get through it, you weren't really reading.
Let's dive in, I guess. Look at the back cover.
The back cover is dominated by a black and white photograph of the author.
What does she look like?
She can't be much older than her mid-30s in this photograph. And yet, from this cover, the eyes of a sad old woman stare back at you.
She's been through a lot, I guess. Start reading. Let's see what
With
it's
cold,
about.
detached prose, the author describes a scene from one of the Yugograd riots in the 20s. Youths overturned motor carriages and set trash cans ablaze, while heavily armored guardsmen dash in and disperse them in a flurry of baton blows.
Wonder if Kim's sitting there thinking, is he really reading that 600-page book right now?
The Yugograd riots took place from 27 to 29. Fueled by ethnic unrest and the state's repressive tactics, these events are often seen as marking the end of a brief period of liberalization known as the Yugograd Spring. Like all such periods, it is frequently memorialized in art and literature. As ethnic tensions run wild, a pair of young lovers meet each other on the street. Somehow, in the middle of all the chaos, they manage to lock arms and look into each other's eyes.
What happens next?
It would physically hurt you to keep reading. Are you sure?
Oh no. I do have healing items.
Fuck it. Do it. It can't be worse than what you've already felt.
Hey, pain threshold says I can do it? What is my pain threshold at? 4. I mean, okay. If you think so. Alright. Let's get 10 more pages.
They go through a brief and somewhat awkward love affair. And in the end, they betray each other and succumb to the absurdity of Gradian life. The man becomes a lens grinder, completely abandoning his former existence.
That's just in 10 pages? And if 10 pages cover 16 days, I think? Yeah, 16 days. That's like, what, a couple hours?
He toils through the daily drudgery at the Lenka Polyfabricate. Happiness and fulfillment have eluded him his whole life. And in the end, he has nothing to do but dedicate himself to the craft.
And the woman.
She spends the next several decades standing at a conveyor in a Sosnovo fish processing plant. The smell of fish guts slowly seeps into her hair and skin as every single one of her dreams dies, one by one.
Good God, this book. Harry put it
The
down.
memory of their short time spent together tortures the former lovers ceaselessly until the end of their days. Years pass in solitude, their bodies growing ever more decrepit.
God, Harry, do not see this as your future. You've got Kim right next to you. All you gotta do is just walk over there and plant a big sloppy wet one right on his lips. Alright, this is
As
terrible.
life leaves their remains between the soil sheets, their final thoughts are filled with regret.
Odd. Alright. Thank you,
Good
book.
stuff. I fucking loved this.
I wonder if that was intentional. The you fucking love this and I fucking love this being the actual spoken words. Oh, I hope that was intentional because I really like the effect of that. Put the book away. It's good I got all those healing items. We are low on health and morale, and it's only halfway through the day. The sea below looks cold and winter gray. Someone has torn down the wall. Hey, is that more healing? And some money. An old grocery list on the table, and checks. Maybe I should top my health off. Since having low health does drop my my endurance. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna need it. You never know. Does morale damage affect volition? Yeah, it does. Right. You know what? We're topping it off. We got enough. And we got money because we're not spending it all on living arrangements now. Oh, there's a box here with money. Guess,
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Yeah, this is the one the old lady talked about. This apartment is supposed to be empty. Did you break in here?
Excuse me? Of course not.
Scare them. Suspected of some big crime. You have plenty of reason to enter.
So I can either go with Half-Light, it says to scare them, or Logic, who says I need to verify them. Are you cooking morphine in there? Maybe I'll go with this. I mean, I've got less Half-Light to begin with, so then open the door so I can verify your identity.
Oh, come on.
There's a pause before you hear the door being unlocked.
Well, that was easy.
That was smart.
Thank you, Kim. She's in a kind of a fancy suit. All right, let's look around in here first. Oh, shoes! Black monk straps. +1 to indirect modes of taxation, affluent moneymaker man. Aw, come on. These Per and Ingersoll shoes have no lacing but a strap and a buckle. Due to their elegant and affluent design, they've been described as the most advanced dress shoe. So advanced, in fact, that walking through slush and mud does not leave a single trace on them. Can't wear those. Those are fancy pants capitalist shoes. Blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. You should take it. Hypnogamma. Oh, right, that's healing. Yes. Looks like a fine mattress. Do I hear snoring? Don't be ridiculous. You can hear it swarming with bugs. Hear it swarming with bugs. Jesus.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
She jingles a set of keys in her hand. Look at her face. God, what does she look like? Oh, man, what is that? Who's that character? I'm thinking of like an Avatar character, like maybe it was Judy. She does kind of like have that whole smiling too big with the no war and bossing say thing going on. Maybe I don't know if that's her though. Maybe it was someone else. Anyway,
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20 at least.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
She fumbles through her purse, fishing out a light paper-clad passport. I mean, she's offering, why not inspect
It
it?
feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
I mean, I would probably say nice haircut, but I mean, it also feels kind of weird. Like, is this what, I wonder if this is what straight men go through, because they, like, if you were to look at a woman's ID and you say nice haircut, could that be construed poorly? You know what? I'm just going to be professional. Everything seems to be in order.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
What are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
I fuck shit up too. Sounds like they knew how to have a good time. Do I want to say the top one? No, reprehensible. Who lived here?
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
She stops, hesitating.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
Who lived in the foreclosed apartment down the hallway?
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall. A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
I'm feeling communism well up within me.
The sum must have been puny.
My money's also disappeared. I think it couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby. I mean, honestly, yeah. These people are living in a slum.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million-real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable.
Oh, lady, I do not like you.
I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
She's hoping to gentrify the place to get money. All right, oh, I can also say this. My money's also disappeared, I think.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it.
So wait, what happened with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
She's still shaking her head, manicured hands now crossed over her chest. You know, unrentable, but you've got a mattress next to me that I literally can hear the bugs on. She probably won't even clean it up. She'll probably just put it down and pat it or something.
Of course.
She replies with a smile, but her eyes remain glazed over. She's been waiting for you to leave. Well, I guess we could tell... Also, reset the camera. We can tell the old lady. Nothing to worry about.
Give me a moment.
Nothing to worry about. It's just a vulture here to feed on the people. I didn't find any counterculture people in apartment 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up the room for new tenants.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
Radio computer wizards are coming. They're going to save the place and the economy. No one's coming. There'll be nothing but squalor unless we start killing real estate agents. Ooh. Lacks women and sexual deviants. I'm sure everything will be fine. This apartment building needs slow change. Imperceptibly slow. Now we gotta kill the real estate agent.
We won't be killing anyone. And you shouldn't say things like that. You're a police officer. There's been enough killing. I've seen it.
She's seen it and known those who have been killed.
I'm sorry. Goodbye. But there's this one. Was there also another door down here? No, I couldn't go in that other one. Oh, I had to do the bolt cutters here. Kim? Kim, are you alright? Kim, please, calm down. Didn't I have a quest to go and do the... No, I had to go to the communist meeting without Kim, right? Pretty sure that that was the thing. What else did I have? Find the murder weapon. Locate a working firearm. Right. Okay. And the smoker on the balcony. You know, let's go do that. I'm gonna wait on the communism meeting. Man, I forgot about Billy. Poor Billy.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security.
What has this guy got to hide?
Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
Looks around, taking in the cold spring
We
air.
should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
Tomorrow after 9. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know why. I'm
The
curious.
smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here, right? He might know something about the murder. So tomorrow 9 p.m.?
Oh, right. Okay. I didn't know why I even had that question available.
Don't worry. It's mostly all still here. You can remember things. You got this.
Sounds good. Tomorrow at 9.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Damn.
And
Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him.
that works because I have to send Kim away tonight anyway. Because I was going to say, if he wants to come tonight, then we'll have to, like, take the body another night, I guess.
Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today.
Probably. Okay, what else do we have for right now? Oh, we also have to do that. We have to talk to Joyce without Kim. Wash off the death smell. Get organized. This was the one in the Cape Side apartments after 10 o'clock. If they're only there after... Does it say they're only there after 10? Where will the communists gone? Attend the meeting after 10. Okay. So we could potentially break in there now and look around and maybe still be able to attend the meeting later.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Well, we got a 92%. Use the chain cutters to cut through the padlock.
The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
Wow, this room actually looks kind of nice. I mean, it's still small and all that, but looks way better than most of the other stuff around here. Flamboyant poster of the White Star, real lithography. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such. Oh, I like this guy. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. What is that? Is that a bullet? Got some new clothes, too. Sarah Merizian lounge jacket, +1 conceptualization for summer plans. A classic white summer jacket loved both by the Samarizian Communist Party and the accompanying subtropical drug traffickers. It fits you well, regardless of your political ambitions. Oh my god, look at him. Still need a good hat, though. We're still wearing that bum hat. That gives pain threshold and half-life, but drops drama. I do like both of those, but it's good to not have a minus. And plus, conceptualization. Oh, I'm not looking at the right one there. There it is. Do we have other shirts? I mean, we do have other shirts, but nothing really. There's physical instrument. All right. The jacket. Oh man, up to 8. Yeah, we'll keep that. Oh, the bust.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kras Mazov.
His beard style kind of makes me think of the one that Harry had, and that's got to be intentional. Intentional design, right?
Honestly, he does kind of look like you after all.
Right! Right! Why does this tenant have a bust of Kras Mazov in their bedroom? Hey Kim, you have to admit, this Kras Mazov bears a striking resemblance to me. Father Mazov. I kind of want to do this one, even if it's not the communist answer.
Hold on a second. Is this why you broke in here? To find out whether you're Kras Mazov?
I'm not saying I am Kras Mazov, I'm just saying we look alike.
Sure you are.
Just humor me for a moment. Don't you see the resemblance?
Well, you both do seem to share an affinity for sideburns, but it seems like old Kras here didn't drink nearly as much as you.
Oh, how do you know? The bust is probably just a romanticized depiction anyway. Or maybe this was before he started drinking. Yeah, it probably... This could be it. Yeah, it could be romanticized.
Very well. Let's look for identifying features then. Doesn't he have a birthmark right here? What about you?
He puts a finger on a pale dot embellishing the bust's cheekbone. I can't tell, I can't see my face.
Alright, but here's the big thing. Kras Mazov looks Samaran, and you don't.
Oh, aren't I part Samaran? I think I remember that. I'm part Samaran.
Okay, you win. Be Kras Mazov then. I don't care. Why are you so hell-bent on proving that you're Kras Mazov anyway?
I didn't say that I was. I just... Because I'm a communard. I believe a powerful nation-state is the only way to protect the working class from subhumans. God. Because actually, he wanted stability and incremental progress, and so do I. Because he was totally a gangster and a bank robber. Because this sounds like the kind of... Oh, what is it called? I don't remember what they're called. Because I'm a communard.
All right, Kras. You fought in the revolution and everything, if you say so.
Why does this tenant have a bust in their bedroom?
The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Father Mazov, the hero of the working class.
Whoever lives here definitely shares your enthusiasm.
He leans closer to inspect the photos of revolutionaries on the wall.
There aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems.
Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. Kim, give me your gun so I can pose. Okay, so probably this door up here is going to be the one where the meeting takes place. well, I guess let's exit. What else do we have? We looked around here. What was this? Inaccessible, that's what it is. Right. Let's find our next goal. Murder weapon, Joyce without Kim. Can't do any of those yet. Oh, right, we need to go see Suna. Alright. Get ready for a nice jog across the way, Kim. We gotta go see Suna. Check on her and the Ravers. What are they gonna do with... Because there's that area of silence, the anomaly or whatever it's called. Also, were those old men... Or were the old men gone? The ones that were playing the game right there? I guess so. So yeah, there's that area of silence, and she's doing all those tests to try to find out what's going on. I wonder if what's going to happen is they'll go in there and they'll play their music, and the music is just going to disappear into the anomaly, and they're going to be like, whoa, what the hell? Also, is snow slowly settling? Because it looks like it might be, and that's a nice effect if so. Can I get down from back here? No, I've got to go around. Hello, how are you? Hello, children. It really is a long way. Here we are, finally. God, they've got their music in here now. Look at Egghead up there.
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000?
I can't. I don't think that many will fit in here. He waves his hands in an unbelievably lame, non-hardcore manner.
Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too.
Compressor? What do you need a compressor for? He looks at the imposing black box in the corner that's churning out the sound.
Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honors, detective?
Oh, okay. What do you propose as the name? Acel, what would you suggest? Oh, we get to ask all of them. Alright, well, what do you propose as the name, Andre?
The name. Everything I managed to come up with sounds just wrong.
Andre's overthinking it.
Says the girl with the microphone.
Yes, you should do it, detective. It would be good for the signs.
Noid's right. You've helped us so much. It's the right thing to do.
Well, let's get some ideas. Alright, Acel, what would you suggest?
How about something simple, like the club?
Too modern and too ironic. We don't want ironic. We want real. Real and true and beautiful. Like a morning after the rave.
Egghead, you gotta have something good.
Yakukata! Yakukata! The place to be!
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe. That's too morbid, Egg. Got anything else?
Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega. It has to be bigger than the scene.
You're setting up some really high expectations for me. Noid, give me your 2 cents.
The amnesia.
Like the... I can't remember the name of the club, Amnesia.
Amnesia!
Head seems to like it.
It's not amnesia, guys.
Alright. It's been vetoed. Suna?
I don't.
Good. We have too many opinions anyway.
Kim, what would you name the club?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't build a club, and I wouldn't name it either.
God, I love Kim.
An underground place with no name? Sounds like something the Crabman would say.
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas, Estelle. Ideas from another level of consciousness.
Has he been telling you about the mother?
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky. Next, please.
I guess I've come up with a name. Let's see what he's got.
You have? Well, what's the name?
Disco Elysium. Oh, of course we gotta choose that. It's the name of the game. No Truce with the Furies and Revachol West. Disco Elysium it is.
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium.
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgotten.
The past is the future, but the future is dead.
Egghead gets it.
No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave, like we want it to be.
And short. And memorable.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
A light beam washes over the dance floor, bathing it in violet blue.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. Someone turns up the beat.
I like that it's not he breaks into dance, it's dance-like motion. This is dance adjacent. Observe. What are you doing, Andre?
I'm dancing.
I guess, if you want to call it that. He performs yet another strange pattern of moves, but it doesn't look very cool or modern. Honestly, it looks kind of lame.
That soft core gyrating is supposed to be dancing?
We should talk about it. We should talk about your so-called dancing.
Yes, my man.
He jumps up and down with glee, his moves punctuated by the stroboscopic flash of the club lights.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves?
And because of the pants, I think I'll have to change the pants, right? To get my savoir-faire a little bit up. Been meaning to ask you, what's with the hair?
It's to express my individuality.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure with the fused together spikes, but it looks like he's balding.
Oh, poor Andre. This is so mean. Or is it because you're balding?
Or because I'm balding, yes. I want to fuse the remains of my hair together before it leaves me. I want to show my hair. I don't give a fuck how old you think I am. I'm 20.
How old are you, Andre?
Not 20.
Oh. Is it important to you to be an individual?
Of course it is. Otherwise, I'd just be another poor guy with no education and no money. General issue, man. Now I'm all that, and I have radical spikes.
Alright, fair enough.
Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway.
Looks at the molten toothbrush. 3%, God. Alright, let's see if we can get our savoir-faire up a little bit. It is at 4. Do I have anything that will add savoir-faire? Nothing. I don't think I have anything equipped that is minus, right? Because I have the jeans on. That's a minus. Oh, minus. No, I do not. All right, well then.
Man. It's good to see you.
It's a white check, and we're currently as good as we get. 3%. So basically, we have to roll 2 6s to win this. All right, no words, just dance.
You close your eyes and dream of the shapes your body should form to bring this strange music into life. For now, such ferocity of motion is beyond you.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
Limbic system's into it. Came out of the subconsciousness to say that.
Puts a grin on your face just to think about it. Even a failed attempt gets the juices flowing and repairs some of the damage done by battles lost. If you up the dose and truly dance, who knows what will happen?
So you're saying I need to take some drugs. All right, that's it for now.
Goodbye, officer.
Let's we have around here? Anyone? Oh yeah, there's the... Oh, I thought the music would die down back here.
You got us in, cop. I can't believe you got us in.
He looks around the hall, examining the carpentry.
Between you and me, I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority. But you really came through for the hardcore underground.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
Kim, please. He spreads his arms, looking around at the speed freak setting up shop.
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shapes on the church floor, sweating profusely. Estelle using her contact mic to listen to a tree underwater. The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the bass. Sire, the tent. 'Twas a security risk, and in here, sanctuary. 'Twas only noble of you.
Oh yeah, that is a good point. Not that I had that thought in mind. I'm a corrupt cop. No. Better here than in the tent. It wasn't safe.
Okay.
The lieutenant keeps it laconic. Noid, what do you think about the church?
It's a miracle of carpentry. Dead bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more.
He rubs his hands together. How old do you think this church is? Over 300 years?
That's right. The first settlers built it, plus 6 more like it, on the coast here. Was one of the first things they did. Must have been really scared of something, but I understand. Alone on an uninhabited archipelago, forced to face themselves and nature. Pre-industrial quantities of solitude. You see, perhaps something more fundamental. I would want to build a safe place for myself and my own as well.
His voice echoes in the wooden cavern of the church. What style is this church built in?
A cop who's into building critique.
Yeah.
Okay then. This is folk DeLoreanism. Lawmongerer. It's a subset of early DeLorean architecture.
I'm not just a cop, I'm an art cop.
Art of core.
He nods appreciatively. Okay, and what is DeLorean architecture like?
Total. Everything between an ancient concrete cathedral and a glass cube is DeLoreanism. This is just an homespun version of it. Folksy stuff. Early mass production. They made thousands like this. Does that help you out?
What would a DeLorean building look like?
Like that woman there. Vertical, thin, white. A false image of grandeur. The source of the system is up there. You're at the bottom. They really dug that power vertical. Like to show off large and intricate structures. Arches, spires. Put you down with them. They were really into painting everything white too. Virginal shit, you know. Marriage shit. Virtue and tyranny.
I mean, this part is right. The church isn't painted white as far as I can tell.
Stands to reason it used to be white on the outside, before the sea wind took all the paint off.
Year after year, flake after flake, whitewashed clean, then covered in green moss. It was probably white and gold, with light red flower motives. Part of you, assumed to be lost to nerve damage, knows this style to be Ubi DeLoreanism.
Is there such a thing as Ubi DeLoreanism, or did I just make that up?
Good catch, art cop. The herdsmen of the Ubi Sun Islands came here on the first boats. Their flowery version of DeLoreanism could be what we're standing in.
The Ubi are known for their partiality to socialism and sheep. They come from an island called Ubi Suant, the only place in the world that has a question mark in its name. There's something else important you should be able to remember about Ubi Suant. But all that's coming to mind is the sheep.
All that's coming to mind for me is why the question mark. And I saw that up there when he said the herdsman of Ubisunt. And then the next letter wasn't capitalized. I was like, did they make a mistake? But no, that was entirely intentional. But why? I can't ask about it. What did you mean by dead bodies?
Dead bodies are perennial plants. Sigma functions have left this place. It's a good thing we came along. The spiritual collapse has been total.
Spiritual collapse?
I saw some piglets suckling their dead mother. Have you heard this one, Cop Man? After a short while, they shuddered and went away. They had sensed that she could no longer see them, and that she wasn't like them anymore. What they loved in their mother weren't her body, but whatever it was that made her body live. End of quote. This is an high-quality carcass. The power of anodic beats and hard bass is needed to reanimate it.
What is that quote from? What you're saying is you're not a big fan of the innocentric system, or innocentic system. You're saying religion has stopped being hardcore. What exactly are you saying? Yeah, first, what is that from?
A Sarais man who lived a long time ago, an ancient hardcore brother.
So, you're not a big fan of the innocentic system.
A 3,000-year-old tyrannical regime of history, built and maintained by hundreds of generations of self-appointed intellectuals. It's false core.
The way he says it, the false in false core, is invested with 20 kilotons of disgust.
You guys said the Ecclesiastes were all about love and hardcore before, remember? I even agreed with you about the Ecclesiastes being okay with this. You proposed dance music will supplant the system? I mean, didn't I? I did agree, I'm pretty sure.
But were you wrong? The founding party is okay with everything. Look around. They don't have enough love for the human crew to oppose anything anymore. We're on our own.
That's still a lie. Reassert yourself.
Perfidy, you lied to me. I am tired of people lying to me. That wouldn't be cool. I want to be cool. You know what? Let's be cool.
Mewling whim. Pathetic.
You said they were all about love and hardcore before? Is this the same sort of thing?
I only said unity. One word. Figures of authority always misquote you.
He points to his friends.
Andre doesn't care about the Ecclesiastes. He just wants the operation to run smoothly. And Egg is a demi-beast. You shouldn't listen to what people say. You should listen to what they are.
And you propose dance music will supplant this system.
Anodic dance music. Regular dance music wasn't hard enough. And yes, I do.
How do you like the glasswork?
I don't. Fuck her giving me the evil eye.
I'm getting some real negative vibrations from her too.
No wonder. We have to get rid of it. Dismantle it. Can't dance with a giant mass murderer looking at ya. Not a good look for the club.
Mellow, man, mellow. No one's a mass murderer. This is a house of love. Mass murder on the floor.
She's the innocence of humanism. Seems to be a pretty big deal. She's pretty. Who isn't accused of being a mass murderer these days? Resettlement programs were totally okay. Oh no. I do feel there's something terrifying about her. Isn't she supposed to be the embodiment of the world spirit? Did you say she was, human? I'm done talking about her. Yeah, there's something terrifying about her.
There is. She is a party repellent and must be taken down before we can begin partying in here.
Do I want to encourage them to destroy it? Take down the system? Yeah. You know what? Take her down, crash it, destroy that window.
Will do.
Speed Freak nods and pets the toolbox as if it were a cat.
No, Noid. Stop twisting my melon, man. People are gonna love it. It'll be our thing. Plus it keeps the cold out.
Oh yeah, I guess it would. Well, except for that big hole in it. Would you say she was, human?
I like this question, Cop Man. She did not live the life of a human. She lived like someone who's playing a game. The life of an operator. That's not the life that humans live. She was adored. Humans aren't. I don't know about you, but they hate me. And they do not think I'm innocent or some shit like that.
Yeah, they hate this too. I don't know what you're talking about. I have thousands of fans. She was a player. She played us all. It's just a game to her. Oh, I like 1 and 3. Yeah, she played us all.
Yes.
Let's go. This is Fenders, and they hit his chest with a slap.
This speed freak does not quite understand the sudden escalation of emotion in that argument, but he agrees nonetheless.
He didn't pick it up. Talking about my wife, that bitch. And she's supposed to be an embodiment of the world spirit.
The world spirit does not have a body. It has organs. Hardcore is an organ of the world spirit.
He raises his left hand.
This Arno van Eyck track is an organ. The carpentry and glass cutting that built this house are also organs. She's a thief, if you ask me. An organ thief. All innocences are.
I like the way he says house. It's like ass. You know what? I'm done talking about her.
What a strange choice of words. Caustic. Overflowing with negativity. That can't be healthy. What's happening here? Why do you keep coming back to this window?
I don't know.
Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't come back to this anymore. Stop talking about it, please.
You can actually bring it back up. Volition's just like, don't do it, but you can come and do it. How are you guys settling in?
Hard to say, Cop Man. Signs in here are distinctly wild. Gonna take a while before everything's properly synced. I did get to talk to the crab man, though.
You mean Tiago?
Anyway, he's been giving me kind of a psychic rundown of this place. Dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us.
I should have known these weirdos would all get along well together. You mean all the mother's love stuff isn't too spooky for you? Sobriety stuff isn't too restrictive?
Have you been listening to what Egg's been saying? Love is hardcore, man. And the mother's love is the hardest core of all. The man picks up on stuff. And he knows a lot about the church. I got a lot to learn from him. Good thing you didn't squash him.
Talk more about the place. What did Tiago tell you about the church? Very suspicious. What's with the clothes? Alright, what did Tiago tell you about the church?
The crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, the Ubies built this place about 320 years ago as a sarcophagus.
Do you mean there are dead bodies here?
Not like a literal sarcophagus. I'm just being metaphorical.
What's it for?
Encasement, confinement, of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the Isola. I think that's what the crabman is experiencing when he climbs around upstairs. Like, this is some old world shit the Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church, surrounding it, to contain it.
To contain what exactly?
I don't know, and it's not something they properly understood either, what it does. But it's what this Sona person is looking for, and trying to measure.
He nods towards the woman.
It'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to measure everything. All those things they really can't.
What makes you think Suna's gonna fail?
Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like substance.
I found a doomed commercial area in Martinez proper. Maybe it's the same thing the Ubis were trying to contain. Kim's gonna be like, no, there's no curse.
Like a concentric ring spreading out. The struggling villages. And that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. Yeah, a lot of failure has gone down around here.
You think there's any merit to the theory?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's not a thing we can answer, Cop Man. Even I have limits. I'm a limited psi person.
Well, if it's without substance, I guess there's nothing to worry about.
Maybe you can figure things out, Cop Man. I think we got on a good level here. The signs are syncing up well.
Why are you so suspicious about everything?
Suspicious people are esoteric people. We don't go around spilling everything to Johnny Law. They don't call me Noid for nothing.
Saying people need to avoid the Noid?
It took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our science synced.
Why are you called Noid anyway?
It's short for paranoid.
Oh, alright. May I ask why? What good is being suspicious?
A reasonable question. Say I get hurt. I want to make sure it never happens again. So I analyse the situation. Exercise caution. Caution is suspicion.
And what are you suspicious of?
It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious of. I'm not suspicious of sound and colour. Mechanics and chemistry also have a trueness about them. Most anything else deceives. Wants to steal your life away.
And what are the most suspicious things?
I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of, but if I had one, the left-right complex would be number 1. Number 2 would be their sole accomplishment, the pig-wheat paradigm.
Left-right complex and pig-wheat paradigm. Is this like politics for left and right, and pigs as in police, and wheat? I'm not sure, like...
Something is off here. You feel like it should be the other way around.
Don't you mean the left-right paradigm and the pig-wheat complex?
No. Politics is an inert complex of daily corruption and inane think pieces. The real paradigm is economic, and it concerns pig and wheat.
So he meant literal, like, food, pig and wheat.
This is where the innovation happens. It's only a theory. I suspect they're breeding a pig-wheat hybrid. Probably in Grad.
A pig-wheat hybrid. I don't... Maybe... I know you're against, like, scientific people who like to measure everything, but then maybe you need to learn a little more something. Does this mean you're mentally ill?
Mental illness is a term the powers use to homogenise people. I think I don't reach mental illness. I am merely politically ill. A suspicious element.
Tell me more about this left-right business.
I prefer not to. Both ask the wrong questions. Any spark of light from either one is accidental. Their combined movement's only concern is producing enough pig and wheat for everyone. The end goal of humanity. The original mistake was assuming that words have more being than bodies. That's what led us astray. Far from our true lives, but we may yet find a way back.
Whatever this true life is, you feel it's the real centerpiece of this mythology.
What is suspicious about the production of pork and wheat?
It's our only shit. We should make better use of not being animals or cereal grain ourselves.
It's bad about cereal grain. Having enough food could be a precursor for greater things. Animals are cute. It's our only shit and we fucking suck at it. I mean, it's good to feed everybody.
Yes, having food is means to an end, but the left never talks about the end, only the means. Caps are likewise suckers, constantly sleepless in worry.
Well, that was certainly stimulating. I want to ask you about something else.
His eyes flicker.
You mentioned true life. What would that be like?
A life is true if it's free from fear, an eternal division among oneself. In others, mankind has seeds of greatness in it. A germinal will come, a return to trueness. It will be hardcore.
How would you go about returning to this true life?
Beats and bright lights to shatter falsehoods. Nerve impulses for the collective body. We are very much alike in basic structure. An hard enough beat would awaken everyone to a truer calling. In unity.
Just like that. The speed freak is right in your face, his eyes burning. His comrades look on worriedly. Rejection of the right-left axis. Emphasis on unity. Appreciation of some primordial mode of being. What does that remind you of?
Sort of like fascism, then?
Nationalism, militarism, racism, an emphasis on a leader character are totally absent in hardcore.
The words echo through the church majestically. Okay, so he smacked that idea down. But you can't say, I don't mean it as a bad thing. Shouldn't the ones that are more hardcore rule over the ones that are less hardcore? Fair enough, just making an observation.
He picks up a wrench and scratches his head with it, unaroused by fascism.
So you're advocating a noise-based society? You keep mentioning hardcore. What does it mean to you?
Utmost dedication. Thoughts from the spinal cord. It's a potent superlative as well.
The term also signifies certain varieties of pornography that depict penetration, just so you know.
Thank you, Encyclopedia.
Egghead usually has a better concept of the hardcore. He just really likes saying hardcore.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Hardcore!
There he goes. His friend shouts from behind his mix table with a smile surpassing your own in wideness and a total moon face and eyes full of naive wonderment. The term hardcore also denotes a strain of pornography that depicts penetration. Did you know that?
That's a pretty hardcore coincidence, don't you think?
Yeah!
You're advocating a noise-based society.
Many non-Occidental cultures share a beat at their art. Thus, they are closer to true hardcore life. There's just never been enough of them, and they had to rely on some extremely basic percussion.
Alright, let's change the subject.
Oh yeah, sure thing.
Oh. Okay, well wait, what's with the clothes first?
They're hardcore.
You look like a woman with those earrings. Okay. That's it? That's it?
They're just clothes.
Are they? They look outlandish. No, I thought there'd be more to it.
It's just a style, you know, normal hard style. Anyone can wear it.
Alright. Oh, that high conceptualization of 8 plus hardened up the ledger and pericarnassianism is love. Internalize the hardcore aesthetic. Don't just nod along. Really feel it. Come on, Harry, you got it.
Dedicated, hyperactive, unified. You will have to add something of your own to understand this list of loosely formed qualities called hardcore. You need your own entry. Make it. Test your limits. Surpass them. Dance till you drop. Dance till you die, if you must.
Hard people, hard republic, hard cell, hard party, hard riot, hard government, core membership, core secretary, core teachings, core fighters. I'm going to truly wreck myself as a machine of modern party in a final showdown between flesh and spirit. You know, it feels unfair. There's a party everywhere. I don't have anything to add. Alright, here. We'll go with this one.
Predictable, but solid.
Such judgmental conceptualization. Alright, take care, Annoyed. Did that give me a new thought? Hardcore aesthetic. Temporary research of -2 interfacing. Oh, because of fuck grammar. But it's only an hour and 50 minutes, so it's a short one. Not only have you internalized the hardcore aesthetic, you've also contributed to it. How hardcore could you possibly become? Low core types come around you to correct your typos. It's hardcore here, hardcore there, and hardcore core in a third instant. What's going on? These aren't typos, man. That's how core hardness works. If you don't know hardcore from our happy hardcore, what the fuck are we even talking about? And the suicide of Kras Mazov, I must have picked that up in the room. -1 rhetoric from bad PR. It's something you can't get out of your head. Kras Mazov, the father of scientific communism, the premier of the Communist Party of Shest and Grod during the anti-centennial revolution, head of the 11-day government, sideburn-toting, bearded figurehead of the movement, shot himself in the mouth and died? One day in his cabinet, as things were collapsing around him, just gave up? That's not good propaganda, is it? Be a communist. Shoot yourself in the mouth. Something about this irks you. Oh, you know I've got to grab up communism, though. Let's figure this out. Think about the suicide of Kras Mazov. Why would he do it? Let's see. We've got 3 of them going. That one's along pretty well. That one's got a long while yet. I'm gonna want to get rid of another one. That would have to quit drugs to get there. Do I have to combine this one with, like, quitting drugs or something? Alright. I still need to talk to a cell. There wasn't anything else down here. Oh, there is more stuff, though. Tiny chemistry lab. Nocifed bottles. Distilled water. Alright, next time I'll talk to a cell, but I'm going to end it today. So next time we'll finish up talking to the speed freaks here, and then also see what Suna's got for... Oh, she's talking about programming. Okay. Until then, see you guys next time. Good night.